Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now Darnold. Caught by Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Draw play. Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The Buccaneers, 6-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Down at the 33.
3-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Kill. 60 Bison.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, switch gears. 60 Mike 29.
Looking to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
No. 79 Broncos. Hatchet. Switch. On the ball now.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, and it's Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They go quickly here out to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, I frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Panthers 14, Buccaneers nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Get that quarterback.
They go play action here on first down. There's Evans again, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the Panthers' 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Play action. It's Darnold. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Exit, exit. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. I don't even know why this team showed up.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
51 is Mike, boys. All day, defense, all day. All day. Check 31, check 31.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Jalen Guyton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Fights off the defender, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And already intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joe Tryon able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Faking the give, Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up. Hurt. Deuce. Migs.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. And QB street. Shoot. Ball to the backfield.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
Complete to Mike Evans. A 7-yard pickup brings up
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
third down and 6.
They'll set up a throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They will run it. It's Fournette, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
16. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll run with McCaffrey. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Buccaneers, 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20.
Check back, 11, check back.
They'll drop to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, I mean, Mike Evans has been an elite receiver for some time now, and part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively, because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
First down, Panthers.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.